Alright guys, time to start putting the motor together. We've got that Tamiya paint for plastic, the PS paint. Matte black, it worked fantastic on this. I didn't get any bubbling or anything. I did a couple of light coats, and you see where I had it mounted to something so I could hold it away from me and paint. I'm just going to touch that up because that's going to be under our motor mount anyway. And yeah, everything should be good. I can still see orange in the threads. Using that finer paint really worked well for that aluminum. So we've got all the Edelbrock goodies. We've got the Edelbrock heads, Edelbrock breather valve cover set. We got to do a little painting on that. This has plugs and wires, which I'm not looking forward to wires. Those are a pain in the butt. I've got the new Edelbrock intake. We've got the water neck to go on there. We've got the water pump for the front of the motor and the belt and pulley set. So while that dries, we're going to go ahead and dig into this. The way this works, let me cut it open real quick and show you. You basically paint this and then you come back and sand it down. So I'm trying to decide how much of this I want to paint. I'm thinking I'm going to paint the whole thing and then just sand the top surface down. I'm not sure yet. The way that paint worked, it looked very, very good. I'm not sure if I want to just do in the fins or not. I don't know. Let me do some thinking on it. It'd be easier just to spray it and then scuff it down. It comes with a little sanding thing here. You've got a couple different three-way super shine, super smooth surface, so we kind of work our way through that. We do have a billet distributor. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. We got breather for the valve covers. We got a lot of little detail stuff to do, so got to get this stuff done. I do have just the stock RC4wd motor to put in this. We'll get to that as we start the final assembly, but I'm gonna start with the up top stuff, get some paint on this, and then we'll go ahead and put the breather on this, get the water neck on, start getting all this stuff kind of mocked out, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, we're gonna have to stop this video here. I'm waiting on the headers. So the headers, I'm of course building this ahead of time. They're not quite out yet, so we've got a set coming, and yeah, we get to do some of the photos on the website for the product. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we got some new headers coming for this that are made for this setup with the rat rod chassis. So we can't do the plug wires until we get the headers. Obviously they need to work together, and I don't want to have to do the plug wires twice. I'm also thinking I need to find some black wire for the plug wires, because we've got this whole black and chrome motif going with this car, and I'm pretty excited with how this engine came out. This is my best engine yet. Got all the accessories bolted on. I like how the valve covers came out. I did have to repaint those. Painting them stuck to that card they come on. I didn't get the edges good enough. So once I had sanded it, I went ahead and put tape just across the top and sprayed the outside edges again, and got that looking a lot better. And then we come back and finish, sanded everything. Did the breathers. I just used the paint pen for that because it was easier just to get down in that groove and make it easy. So yeah, we've got the whole Edelbrock thing. We've got our mount back here for the distributor. We've got our water pump, our belt system. We've got the Edelbrock heads, valve covers, water neck, the whole 9 yards. Got it, made it up to the transmission. You saw in that video, mating any engine to these scale transmissions, test it multiple times before you bolt everything down. That there is a little bit of adjustment in the RC4 drive engine up and down. So you still got to set your pinion and spur gear mesh to where it works. Or it's not in a bind. So I always just stick one of these in the back here and got it sounding nice, not too tight. And yeah, this thing's ready to go. I'm waiting on some more hardware to come for the chassis, and we'll be ready to get this thing starting to roll together. Next video, I think we'll start knocking out some little stuff. We'll get the servo mounted, get the steering link set up, get our windows in, and yeah, start seeing what else. We're getting close. This was the biggest hurdle, getting this engine together. The plug wires, I know I'm hyping it up because I've only done a couple sets of these. I've always struggled with them. On this, it's going to be out in the open for you to see. So it's definitely going to be tedious trying to run that. And it even has the little things to hold it together. I'm not sure what they call them. Wire looms. We've got the little holders. It even has the firing order and the instructions for the Edelbrock intake set, the Rogue Element one. So that was really neat. It comes with the right amount of stuff to sand it with. Probably did the paint a little too heavy on the breather, so it took a little more work to sand that down. But this works well. This is actually reusable. You can go wash it off and clean it. I've got another one of these somewhere from my other kit I have. It's actually on my C2X. So yeah, neat setup. Get a real nice polished finish out of it. Those heads look fantastic. I know it sounds silly. They're the same casting basically as the orange ones, but they say Edelbrock on the end engraved into it. They're a little bit different actually. I see some different stuff, but they have a beautiful finish to them, and it just looks like the real deal. It's pretty slick. So I'm happy with that. This is going to be one killer build, guys. I hope somebody really appreciates it when they win it, because I'm putting a lot of effort into this. This is probably going to be one of my best builds yet. Just quality wise, the paint has come out amazing. Super excited to see one of you guys take one of these home. So I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Check out RC4wdrive.com for all the info on how to enter, and yeah, for this quarterly giveaway. And if you're interested in a kit and you're not feeling lucky like you're gonna win, you can go to RCeveryday.com, and I've got kits in stock pretty much consistently. Rat rods, hot rods, and shop trucks. All my kits work and pair with RC4 drive components, so if you're familiar with RC4 drive stuff, my kits are right up your alley. It gives you a lot more creativity to do something cool and think outside the kit. But I appreciate you guys. Check out RC4 Drive. Keep it scale, and I'll see you next time.